Sometimes, as a teacher, we may look at the amount of material in the curriculum that we're asked to cover and compare it to the relatively short amount of available class time that's further shortened by assemblies, drills, testing, and other interruptions. On the one hand, we feel pressure to cover all the material, but we know the students will not likely retain information for long unless they're interested and engaged in learning it. One way to help relieve the pressure in this situation is to use a service like Flipgrid. Many students will find it a fun tool to use. This will promote their learning and allow the teacher to extend their time with the student by encouraging the student to use Flipgrid outside of class. Since Flipgrid is limited to 90 seconds, Flipgrid is a tool that the instructor can set up for the students to provide a concise, short video for them. Teacher can pose a question, and the student or groups of students are able to take some time to collect their thoughts and ideas to present. It can be used at the beginning of the course as a way for students to provide the teacher with some background information. This will get students familiar with the technology and comfortable with using it later in the year. The settings can be arranged so the video can be viewed before they are made available to the group. This can prevent the site from becoming a form of social media. The controls can be set so that the instructor is notified when new material is posted. The students can also be notified when new questions are added. It's an easy-to-use site that students and teachers will not have trouble mastering. So, Flipgrid can be used to post questions, reflections to students, and having them present thoughtful responses. It can also be used more directly in the lessons. Suppose the students are conducting a chemistry experiment. The students are asked to provide an explanation of the results of the experiment on Flipgrid. This will force them to organize their thoughts and present them in a logical, concise manner. The student could also provide a visual aid with it. For many students, this would be a more exciting and appealing option than dutifully writing up the results. The teacher should be able to judge the extent of the student's understanding from the presentation. Or if the student is presenting a project, each student giving them a couple of minutes in class can consume a considerable amount of class time. If the student presents on Flipgrid, it frees up the class time and allows the teacher to review all or parts of the presentation multiple times. It can be used for other assessment by proposing a question and having the student answer it on Flipgrid. So Flipgrid is a way for teachers to provide a fun, engaging tool for students to answer questions, present material, or provide feedback. It's easy to use for the teacher and students. It just requires the teacher to go to Flipgrid and start using it.